Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining Respus Live. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. It is such a beautiful day in the Carolinas. The sun is shining and we're so happy to be here. If you would you please start a watch party and share this video? If you would start a watch party and share this video. And thank you so much again for joining Respus Live on this Monday. It is amazing. A beautiful, beautiful sunny day in the Carolinas, and we're happy about the sun coming out and we're having some nice weather. So again, if you please would start a watch party and share the video. And I want to shout out our sponsors for tonight. We have two sponsors, Pastor Jermaine Armour and Latoria Newton. Thank you so much for sponsoring Respus Live. Again, that's Pastor Jermaine Armour and Latoria Newton. Thank you so much for sponsoring Respus Live. And if you would like to be a sponsor, we've actually became a member of PayPal as well as Cash App. So if you would like to sponsor Respus Live, you can do Cash App, $Respus Live, or PayPal.me / Respus Live. And again, they'll be in the on the video.
It's up now.
Sir?
It's up now.
So Jamie already has it up. So if you'd like to donate to Respus Live, if you'd like to sponsor, if you would like to plant a seed, you can do so by just clicking on one of those links. And no donation is too small. And we accept all donations. So again, if you would like to sponsor Respus Live, the links are up. Please, we're on PayPal, Cash App, and you can always inbox us.
And you go to your website.
And we can go to our website, www.respus.com. Jamie is amazing. Thank you, Jamie. So we have three ways, www.respus.com. We have PayPal and we have Cash App. So again, we want to thank our new sponsors this week, Pastor Jermaine Armour. Thank you for planning into our ministry, as well as Latoria Newton. Thank you so much for your giving. So tonight we want you to hashtag create your own image or become your own brand. So many times we see a lot of people branching out into their own businesses and starting their, this year with their businesses and their visions are coming into fruition. And so we want to talk about creating your own brand and making sure that there's only one you. And when you come out, you want it to be the best you. So we want you to create your brand, create your image, and make your business known by what you stand for. And so we have someone in the building on tonight that has created his own brand, he and his family. And it is a beautiful brand, a beautiful business. And I want you to be encouraged. There's no dream too small. It can start off as something as simple as designing a shoe, designing a shirt, designing a license tag, or designing anything that you put your mind to do. You do it and do it well, and it will prosper. But you want to create your own brand. You want to make sure you give it your best. You want to come out making sure it's polished. You want to make sure your brand is polished because it represents you. Just like with Respus Live, I can come on every Monday, but it represents me. So I want to make sure things are well. I want to make sure things are in place and things are in order. So when you create your brand, you want it to be a representation of yourself. And you also want to make sure that it's a good one. And so you want to make sure you take your time and make sure your brand is good and that your product is represented well. And so I'm so excited tonight about our guest. And I call him Manny. And we've become kind of like friends because I go hang out with him at Lit Nutrition in Leland. I love it because on my days off and on Saturdays, I can throw on my Dallas Cowboy shirt.
Here we go already. I haven't even started yet.
I can throw on my Dallas Cowboy shirt, my Dallas Cowboy hat, and my jacket, and my shoes, and I walk in with the stars on, and I'm just shining so bright that he can hardly stand it.
Just kills the room instantly.
He can't stand it when I come in there all geared up. But I love the fact that you're in Leland. It's close, and we can just jump in there and get our shakes. Herbalife, and honestly, that's a product that I use a lot, pretty much daily. And so I enjoy coming into your business, getting a shake.
Well, we certainly enjoy having you.
And coming in with my Dallas Cowboy stuff because I know you don't like it.
No, definitely not.
So he had this thing tonight that had a beautiful star on it, but he refused to put it on the table with his other stuff.
Well, she talked about branding her image and making sure that everything looks polished, and we didn't want to ruin her set with this thing up there. So
He didn't want to make my stage look like a star, so he didn't want to put that out. But I want you to know that I will always be a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. And whenever I go into Lit, when I don't want to comb my hair, I have my hat on. And if I wear my hat, I have to have all my gear on. So it is refreshing to go in there and just aggravate him when I have
and it's fun. It's nice.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
It's a beautiful thing. So thank you for coming to Respus
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. And I call you Manny, and you please pronounce your last name for me.
It's Pacheco.
Pacheco. So we have Manny Pacheco tonight, and we're going to talk about his business. And Manny has dual businesses. He has two.
Yes.
Or maybe three. And so I'm so glad to know that we just don't have to stop with one dream or one destiny or one vision. We can do multiple ones. And I love the fact that you have multiple businesses and they're doing well. Both of them are doing well. So we're talking about branding your business. You want to make sure when you come out with your business that it's polished as much as possible, because it represents who you are.
Absolutely.
And it speaks for you. It's Respus Live speaks for me. So I want to make sure that even when we were putting the Mandy's items out on the desk, I said, wait a minute, that's enough. We don't want too much.
Cluttering my space.
I don't want it cluttered. And the reason why, when you brand your own business, you want to make sure everything is polished. So start off by telling us what your businesses are and where you're located. And honestly, if you are in Leland, I personally recommend this, and I don't recommend anything that I don't do for myself. Stop by Lit Nutrition. I promise you will enjoy yourself. The atmosphere is really sweet. And then make sure you tell them that I sent you. And if you can, bring a star with you when you go.
Yes, please bring that star so we can show you the outside, how beautiful it looks and how the community keeps it clean.
So tell us about tell my viewers about you, Manny.
So the business that Sharon's talking about really right now is Lit Nutrition.
Yeah.
My wife's an independent Herbalife distributor.
Yes.
And so we
give her a shout out.
Her name's Rolanda.
Rolanda.
Will not be here. I will not be on TV, stuff like that. You should be here, by the way.
She's amazing, and I enjoy our chats.
She's a great woman.
Yes,
I love her to death. But so, we have this nutrition club that we run, and it's really about helping the community and helping everybody live healthier lives and enjoying themselves without really having to sacrifice things you like to do.
Yes.
So that's one of the business that we do, and the other one is MGS Promos.
MGS
Promos. We're trying to figure a name that incorporated who we were as a family.
Yes.
And so MGS stands for our three kids. It's Manny, Gaitha, Stephanie.
Yes.
And our logo, if you look at it, is actually three hands.
Right.
And the colors represents their favorite color.
And so that's one thing about your own image and branding your own image. So your business was named after your children.
Correct.
The three hands and their three favorite colors.
Correct.
So again, and that's what we want you to do, create your own image, and we want you to create your own brand, and we want you to market yourself. And this is how you appear to the world. So automatically when I see that, I know this family is important to you.
Yeah. Without them, this wouldn't exist.
Right.
It really wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
So
that is awesome. That's an awesome name. So that is one thing that I really love, is that you chose a brand and a name that meant a lot to you, just like with the Respus Live. My last name is very unique. And Jamie and I spent a lot of time trying to find a name for a show.
And it works. It works great.
And we tossed around names at our first meeting for a long time. And he was like, what about Respus? I was like, yes, that'll work. And so that's how we came up with Respus Live. So it's a name that means something as well as your business.
Correct.
And it goes back to, for all the Respuses out there. Right. If you ever run into a Respus, they're my cousin. So tell them I said hi. But I wanted to make sure that we brand our businesses and market ourselves, and when we want to present ourselves well. And so you've done that. I love the hands. I love the fact that you named it after your children. That is so beautiful.
All the credit goes to my wife. This is things that she likes. It's what she wanted and stuff. And so, we do these things just to try to make sure that we take care of ourselves, take care of the family.
Absolutely.
But yet still put everybody in a good light. With our printing business, we're not shy about what we print. There's things that we'll print that some companies may not want to print.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we're here to make, may have happy customers and make sure that everybody gets the product that they enjoy.
Yeah, and actually, personally, you've done a lot of shirts for me my hashtag, you have to see it
Yes,
before you see it.
which is a great slogan.
Yeah, it is amazing how it came to me, and it is so important that you have to see things before you see things, and that's when your vision comes into play. Like your business, you have to see it first before you can write it and put it into work. So I hashtag that you have to see it before you see it. Then I have 2 additional shirts.
Yes.
So your wife prints them, and you guys print them all for me. So you've been in cups, and I have also the what are they called, the little holders, the mats.
Oh, the coasters.
The coasters,
the rubber coasters. Yes.
And I have at my
The
desk.
rubber coasters.
At my desk, I have my coasters, and I have my cup as well. So thank you so much for being.
Our pleasure.
I mean, it has been amazing. I run in there and I say, "This is what I need," and she'll text me, "It's ready," and I just swing by and pick it up. And thank you. Sometimes you even bring the box to the car for me because I have so much. So thank you so much for that. But you do all of my printing. And
well, it's good. That's good. We love it.
And we're going to start printing Respus Live. That's coming up next.
That's the next thing.
So we're going to have some Respus Live shirts and cups and
Yes.
hats and things of that nature. So maybe I get Manny to wear one.
Yeah, I'll wear one. I have no problems wearing one. Absolutely. You know, if you're going to give me one as a gift, I'd be more than happy to wear it. As long as it doesn't have a star on there, we'll be okay.
It's such a shame. So tell me, Manny, about your business, the MGS Promos.
Yeah. So the business really started as, you know, we were. I want to say we were in San Antonio. We seen a T-shirt that played off of the Dr. Seuss Thing 1, Thing 2 thing, and it was like a B1, B2, and people know what that is now because they're around everywhere. And we thought, well, that's a pretty nice shirt. So we bought it. We went to the Iowa State Fair, and I can't tell you how many people stopped us. You know, my wife and my daughter were there, and my other daughter was doing something else. And they're like, well, you know, there's 1 and 2, or there's 1 and 3. Where's number 2? You know, she's doing this. So people asked and take pictures, and they took pictures of the shirts, and they asked us all about them and stuff. And we thought, wow, if we would have had like 500 of these shirts, we probably could have sold them.
So right then and there, you probably could have sold that many.
Yes.
Wow.
And it just, one thing led to another, and it was just like, well, let's start a shirt business. Let's make shirts. And that was the original idea, was just to do shirts.
So you're just
nothing
walking
else.
through a park. You just happen to have on a shirt that you guys made for.
Well, it wasn't even a shirt that we made. It was a shirt that we bought. You know,
Okay,
that we
you.
were on vacation and seen it. We bought some for her and the girls, and the girls wore it, and people just loved it. And so that, by wearing that shirt and the response that we got, you know, we could probably make some money selling shirts.
And so that's actually where it was birthed at that particular time. You saw that there was a chance for profit to be made.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if somebody's willing to pay, you know, $20 for that little crazy design, why not pay me the $20? I'll figure out how to do it.
Right.
You know, and so the idea was just to do shirts.
And then what happened?
And when we started the business, we actually bought into a business where it allows us to do what's called sublimation, where it basically dyes the fabric without changing the texture of the fabric. So if you, for example, if you had a moisture wicking shirt that you want to keep cool in the summer, we could actually dye on that shirt, put an image on that shirt, and it still stays that way. So it's still a breathable shirt. You know, unlike other processes, you know, like screen printing, for example, that basically puts ink on the shirt, closes the pores. And it just becomes heavy in the summer.
Right. I did notice that the shirts are cool, especially the ones with the light bulb on. You have to see it before you see it.
Yes, those are the sublimation shirts. So those are still the breathable shirts, you know. So we did that, and then with the business, we do coffee mugs.
Yes.
And now we do vinyl work as well. So
yeah. So tell me about the vinyl work, because that is the thing now. At least in my home, there are at least 3 walls that I have vinyl.
Yes.
And so instead of putting up pictures now, most people are just going straight into vinyl.
Right. They're buying the vinyl. You know, they're either getting off of like Walmart or something, where you basically got to rub the wall raw just to get it to print.
Yeah.
But we do that. We do the designs that you can put on your wall.
Yeah, and I like it because you can personalize it. Like if I wanted to do Respus family and do like a family tree, I can come into your business and you can design that for me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So that is great. You can personalize it, where most of the time you have to go and get whatever's
available. Yeah, and
right.
you got to hodgepodge it and put it together and stuff.
Yeah.
So we do that as well as, you know, the vinyl work for your vehicle. We can letter your vehicle.
Yes, that's good to know.
If you come to our shop out at Lit Nutrition in Leland, everything in there that you see that's on the wall or outside on the windows or on our menu boards, we've done all that.
So for anyone that has their own business, if they have their own vehicle, you can go by Lit Nutrition in Leland, and you can do the vinyls for your vehicles. You can do it for your windows in your business, and you can do it for your home. You can personalize it.
Correct.
And so that is great. So what I want to do is go ahead and place an order.
Okay.
I want like a Dallas Cowboy
Well, we do almost anything. Remember I said we do anything? We draw a line when it comes to vulgarity and stuff like that. So
this is what I want to place my order. I'm going to place with you and your lovely wife.
I'll make sure Rolanda does all the work for you.
Listen, I want a star and then just put Dallas Cowboys, and there's a perfect place in my house for it. So if you go ahead and place that order tonight,
okay, yeah,
I'll swing by this week and get it. And you may want to make two, so you can leave one in your store so that people can come in and they can see it.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, I'll make sure to put it up front and center. We'll put it right on the big door, right below the hours for our business. We'll have it right there.
Yeah. So, by the way, who is your football team again?
We are the Las Vegas Raiders. Thank you. Yeah. The only team, the only nation. There is one football team in the NFL, and that's it. Yeah. Everybody else just gets to play.
Yeah. This is the conversations we have when I go into lit. So lit is lit when I go in there.
Yes. We don't hold back.
Yeah. It's a very great atmosphere. So you do the vinyl and you personalize it. Now, do you hang it or?
So we do both. We have the option to where some pieces are so small that I'm not going to come and put a 2-inch sticker on your wall.
Right.
You don't need me for that. But we give the option to different businesses that we do. Yes. We have a gentleman that owns a construction company.
Yes.
So we just give him all the lettering, and then he puts it on his truck where he wants it, how he wants it laid out. And then, that's an option for business owners to be able to save money.
Yes.
Because a lot of the cost becomes in the labor of putting that on.
Yes, that's true.
You really only get one shot.
Right, that's true.
So, so if somebody's looking to save some money, that's an easy way to save it.
That is an easy way. So again, to all the business owners out there, if you're looking for something for your vehicles, a sign, or for your windows, or just for something personal in your house, you actually can swing by Lit Nutrition. So tell us your address in the big city of Leland, North Carolina.
Yes, in the greater Leland area, we are at 511 Old Waterford Way, Suite 103. We are actually next to Port City, Java. We're in the old pets, the vet.
Yeah.
Cape Fear Animal Hospital, I think it is. We're in the cat portion.
Yeah.
Used to be a wine shop, I'm guessing.
So it's near Port City, Java, and that Waterford.
Correct. Yeah. So when you go into the Waterford entrance, the very first left. Yep. You make that left, and we're right on the right-hand side, right in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle. So it's a great place to go. So tell me about some of the products that you've actually brought with you tonight, so that we can let the viewers see exactly some of the things you do.
Sure.
Yeah, you had them.
So we like things like this are a tremendous item. They are it's a keepsake box. So you can custom piece tile in the middle, and yet you have a beautiful box that allows you to store whatever you want, things like that. We do cutting boards, like the owl in the front there. That's an actual cutting board. It is a usable piece.
Yeah.
We can put bad things on it, like stars and stuff like that. But a custom license plate frames or brackets. We do license plates. We have, as you can see up in the front, we have some coffee mugs. Some of my favorite pieces, honestly, are the wooden pieces. Those are our two pups that have passed, but
that is really nice.
Those are great pieces, and they come out beautiful. We've done some memorials for some people on those. Those are absolutely tremendous. So, we do some shirts in the back. As you can see, everybody does shirts. We do a little bit different stuff here over at Lit Nutrition, and we have this shirt that, because I'm a veteran.
Yes, thank you for your service.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And so, it's Red Friday, and so and that stands for Remember Everyone Deployed.
Right.
So we sell these shirts there, and a portion of the proceeds go to a veterans affiliation that we'll find here locally, and so that way we can do some donations and give back to them. But so shirts are obviously, every printing company does shirts.
Yes.
But not everybody does some of the things that we do here. And the nice thing about what we do is we don't have minimums. So somebody that comes in and wants a one-off, where if they go to some different places, it may charge them $60 or $70 for one piece.
That's true.
That's not who we are.
Right.
We're literally the mom and pop shop.
Yes.
That started in our garage. We actually started in the bedroom, moved to the garage, and now we moved it to the club over in Leland.
Right.
But so we have no minimums. We do custom pieces, and so for us, it's very rewarding. Some of them big guys, they may be great, but when you do things like screen printing, which is a great process, by the way.
Yes.
The downside to that is when you buy, let's say we get 50 shirts or so, and you use various sizes. When you screen print, it's one size on the screen. Right. So if you have an extra small shirt, it looks really big, the design does, and the same size design goes on a 2X or a 3X. So it kind of looks like a postage stamp.
Right.
So for us, we take the extra time to resize every image for every shirt.
Yes.
It costs more. It takes more time. People tell me we're crazy for doing it, but we look at it this way: if we won't wear it, we're not going to sell it.
That is great.
So we've have perfectly good pieces that we won't hand to a customer because it's not up to our standards.
Exactly. And that is great. So you go to an amusement park, you all have a shirt that you purchased. Everyone falls in love with the shirt. You see an opportunity. And you seize the opportunity and you start a shirt printing in your garage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then years later, here you are with a company that prints almost everything.
Yeah, and if we can't print it, we're part of an association that contracts with probably 80,000 printers across the country. So if we don't have it, we know somebody who does.
Exactly. And so it is amazing how you took that idea and you saw it before you saw it, because you have to see it before you see it. You took that idea and you went home and you started small. Yeah.
Relatively, when you look at the cost of some of these pieces of equipment that we go look at, the investment that we made, although for us was extremely large. Yeah. It was something that we looked at as a forever investment.
Right.
We just recently bought a bigger printer that she wants, which we're really excited to get running and going, because it allows us to do much bigger pieces.
Yeah. So when you say bigger pieces, you mean?
So right now our sublimation printer is the sublimation is, like I said, process is ink.
Right.
And when you print it on special sublimation paper, and when you apply heat to it, a certain temperature, it turns to gas. And so the gas dyes the shirt, in which, like everything you see here on the table, is all sublimation. Okay. So it's dyed into the material, and you can't feel it. It's soft. There is no feel to it. And so we now have a printer that will do up to 24 inches by 100-foot roll if we need to. Wow. Although we don't have a press that big yet. Yeah. But okay. So we have something that we can now do bigger than an 8x11. Yes. Which is very exciting for us.
It is very good. So, and I'm always amazed at stories. And as you notice, I interview a lot of entrepreneurs. I was speaking to one of the young ladies at church on Sunday, and she was saying that she didn't realize that it was so many entrepreneurs locally. And I was like, we have so much talent. And I try so very hard to go out and pull the talent and share it with my viewers, because there are some amazing people among us that have started off small. And so my dream and my goal for Respus Live, and one of my many visions, is if we can touch one person and let them know that there's no dream too small, there's no vision too small.
Absolutely.
And that you can do it, because we have Manny here tonight that did it, he and his family. And so there's nothing too small. You can start off with a t-shirt company, and then it can turn into what you have now, an amazing establishment that's still growing. Right. Because the key factor is that you're buying additional equipment means your business is growing. That's all I hear is growth. Growth.
And that's the one thing for us that this business that we really, we jumped in 2 feet and we went headlong into it. And just as we got traction, we lived in Iowa at the time. Right. With my job, I transferred out to North Carolina, to Greenville. So we had to basically start over. Right. And we felt like we were getting some traction, and then that transferred out here to Wilmington. Right. So now we're getting traction again. Now we're starting over. And so it's something that now that we're pretty much stable, now we can start pushing the business even harder. And it's nice to know that we've been able to keep everything floating while we're in these different transition periods. Yeah. So, and you building rapport, and a great way to build rapport is just word of mouth. I think that's still the best. That's our 100% advertising there. Yeah. And so I wanted you to come on the show, because I come in very often, and again, I said that's one of my favorite places to go. And sometimes I sit there, and before I realize that I'm there an hour just running my mouth. We just talking, and we just it's comfortable. We just kind of talking. And I'm like, I gotta go. Because first I always get a shake and a Megalith tea. Yes. And then I sit down. And if I ever sit down and start talking, I look down, I'm like, man, I've been in here. I don't mess around with Manny and his wife. But it is a great atmosphere. And so I was sitting there. I was like, I gotta have you on the show, because I want people to be able to swing by in Leland, because we don't want to have to come over across the bridge every time we want something. Correct. Right. And so Leland has so much to offer us. I don't know if you saw it, but we had a Hickman Pharmacy. We had Wes Hickman on the show. He's right across the street from us. He's right across the street from us. And so everybody was like, I didn't even know that was there. So it is amazing how many people don't know Lit Nutrition is in Leland. We've been there a little over a year, and that's the one thing I hear, and fortunately, I'm not hearing this often anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, at month 10, and you're going, hey, I didn't know you guys were here, and so it's nice to know that people now know I found you X, Y, Z.
Right. And so again, we want to let you know that you're in Leland, and give us the address one more time in case somebody's just joining.
Yeah. So the address is 511 Old Waterford Way, Suite 103, right there at the Waterford entrance. Just come in the entrance, make a left, and we're right in the middle in the first little complex there.
Yeah. And again, in the midst of this, I do want to give a shout out to our new sponsors, Pastor Jermaine Armour and Latoria Newton. And again, if you would like to give, we have our Cash App and our PayPal, as well as our website, where you can actually give and become a sponsor of Respus Live. And what our dreams are, Manny, is that we pour back into the community what has been given to us, and we just plant seeds everywhere we go, and hopefully they'll spring up. So we're hoping that tonight we're planting the seeds so people can come to Leland, and especially those that live in Leland, because Leland is growing.
It is growing. You know, they're building a bunch of apartment complexes right across the street. They just built some townhomes right down the street from us. So Leland is leaps and bounds. We're excited because for our business, you know, the reality is it needs to be not a young crowd, but a younger crowd. You know, Leland has a lot of retirees, and that's what they're known for. But it's nice to see all the younger families coming in and stuff. So it's beautiful to see it grow.
It is. So it's the prime location. I just think you're tucked in, and so many people don't know that you're tucked in there.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get one of these big signs and you put it out front out there.
Or get someone that to flip the signs. I forget what they're called. But
what are you doing later on? I know you're
not
really
flipping, not flipping your sign. I tell you that.
You know, maybe for one of them cowboy shirts, we could probably do a star shirt or something.
That's a negative. That is definitely a negative. But again, we appreciate you in Leland, you and your family, and what you offer us. And again, for your needs, we want to make sure that you actually swing by to see Manny. So you have your T-shirts, you have your treasure box. Now, how did you come up with that? Because that is so beautiful.
So, you know, we seen the box, and we thought this is really, really a beautiful piece. And there's gives us so much flexibility because we insert the actual tile. So this design particularly could be whatever you like it to be. You know, this is a soldier's prayer. Obviously, you know, military and stuff is near and dear to our hearts. And so this could be your pet. This could be your family, you know, whatever you like. And having an elegant box just really sets everything off. You know, the box is really lined. This is one of my nicest pieces that I really like. But once again, one of my favorites really truly are the wooden pieces. But yeah, so
what we can do, we can bring what photos to you. Tell us how to get.
Yeah, so a lot of things we can do, and a lot of things we have done have been taken off of cell phones.
Really?
You know, because the sublimation process allows us to do these things that not a lot of processes can do.
Right.
And so you give me the image, you know, we blow it up, we make sure that it is printable. We don't want a fuzzy photo for you or anybody.
Right.
Even if that's the one you want, then if you force me, I'll give it to you.
Right.
You know, but we try to have clean images, and cell phones nowadays take really, really good photos.
Photos, yes.
And so you can send us the image. We can mock it up for you and say, okay, here you go. Here's what it's going to look like. And then you just let us know and we can get it done. You know, usually somewhere between 5 and 7 business days, depending on what the item is. We can get it done for you, and you just pick it up right there at the shop.
I know one of the things that I was running up against was I had my image because the young lady in Raleigh, Sherry Alvarez, she actually created both of my designs. She actually drew them for me. And so I had the design, and I was going everywhere with that design, and I could not get anybody to fit it, you know, on a cup. And so I came in and I was speaking with your wife, and she says, oh, I can do that. I said, I've been trying for weeks to get this done. She says, I got it. And so when I came back, she had it on a mug. She had it on a shirt, you know, and coasters. She and the image still looked the same as it was when Sherry designed it. So again, I wanted to make sure that when I created my brand, you have to see it before you see it. I wanted to make sure it was nice, so I had her to draw them, but I was just having problems getting them printed.
Yeah, you know, there's. And the reason being is a lot of times the image isn't clean enough on the edges. Right. And so, you know, she has some software that she uses that she essentially traces the design and then it it cleans up the image for you.
Yeah, but this was my problem. I had was I was trying to shrink it, but when I did it smaller, it made the actual design look different. I was like, that's not what I want.
Yeah, so her software does that, and then she locks every individual piece together.
Right.
So for example, your butterfly was an individual piece versus the light bulb.
Right.
And she locks them into one solid design, and so when she moves it, the whole image moves as one.
Yes.
And so she's able to manipulate the size on that. You know, she does all that stuff. You know, I always give her crap about I have the hard work because I've got to lay it all out and stuff. But truly, you know, making sure everything fits right.
Exactly.
And the design is centered and the lettering's correct and spelling's correct.
Yes, that's important.
Yeah, small detail.
Yeah, it's very important. So when you're creating your own image and your own brand, you want to make sure that it's done well.
Right, and you want to make sure people feel your thoughts.
Right.
And what I mean by that is you don't want somebody to go, you know, like you order online and you type in this is what I want, and then next thing you know, you got it, but it's not really what you wanted.
Right.
So you want the person on the other end that's designing your product to have a vested interest.
That is so true.
You know, and we're, like I said, it's our business, it's family business. Our name's important to us. So
yeah, and so you don't want to put something out there that will damage your name.
Right.
You know?
You want to make sure. Like I said earlier, if we won't wear it, you're not going to wear it either.
And so I've had a few people, you know, to ask, well, can I come on Respus Live? And I was like, you know, for sometimes I have to say no because of this type of show that I want to make sure
yes,
that
you gotta protect
exactly
yourself.
I have to, and plus my mama watch.
Well, yeah. Sorry, Mama. I'll try to keep it clean.
You're good. I was like, my mama watched my show, so I have to be careful about stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, my pastor and our church family, so and my daughter. And so you have to take all that in consideration when you start owning a brand and an image. You want to protect it, and you want to make sure that it's yours. And when you market yourself, you want to market it well.
Right. Yeah, and you know, and for us, you know, there's that line that you really have to look at because it's not our product. So even though there may be something that somebody wants that somebody else may find offensive, that's not for me to decide if it's offensive or not. There's certain things we will not do.
Right.
You know, but for the most part, we're, you know, it's not the individuals that doesn't like it. It's not theirs.
Right.
Somebody else wants it, and that's the product they want. And so we're going to make sure we give them the best product that we can provide.
Absolutely, as you should, as far as your business is concerned. I totally understand that. So for those that have needs for T-shirts and hoodies and
we have hoodies, T-shirts, tank tops, like 4 or 5 different brands for women's tank tops. You know, the tee backs, the razorbacks, the traditional tank tops. Several we probably use 15 different brands of shirts, all the way from a super soft polyester to really heavy thick Gildan shirts and stuff, so you know, and everything in between, you know. So as far as hoodies goes, the same way, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, sleeveless, so there really is no bounds when it comes to clothing. Sweats, if you want sweats, we've done shorts and stuff like that. So we've done bikini bottoms before. Somebody wanted their logo on the back of them, so hey, we're gonna put it on there.
So whatever it is, we'll put it up there.
That's right. We're gonna put it on there. If you're gonna wear it, we're gonna put it on there.
I totally understand that. So it's good to know that there are so many options and so many things available now, because there's so many people now that are doing T-shirts. You can find people everywhere, but everybody does them, correct. I enjoy working strictly with you and your wife because of the price. It's reasonable. It's not outrageous because
we try to make sure that because honestly, we prefer to work with local small businesses. We'll work with anybody, but when you work with local and smaller businesses, it's more of a mom and pop to mom and pop. It's more of a friendship business than it is give me your money, here's your product, have a nice day. We like the fact that there's us behind it.
Exactly. That's so important. Again, we're talking about creating your own image and creating your own brand, and we want you to market yourself as you step out in 2020 with your own business. We want to make sure that you have everything in line, and you want to make sure that it represents you and your family well. And so we're going to just name some of the things that Manny offers, and we are going to give away a free shake tonight.
We're talking about the printing business. We're going to give you a shake, so come and see us.
Yeah, because
because then you can see some of the other products that we have there.
Because you have them out. You have them in the store.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So we're going to offer a free shake, because I told Manny, I said we like to do giveaways on the show, and he was like a cup. I was like, we want to give away a shake.
Right. She wants to win the shake, so that's just so you know. If she wins, it's I had nothing to do with it. It's not rigged.
Listen. I had enough points my last time. I don't think you were in there. I think you had gone. I had enough points the last
What do
time
you mean
I
I
went
wasn't
in.
in there? I live in that place.
You went in there. I had enough points, so I got my mega tea and my shake free because I had that many points.
Well, thank you for your
Which
patronage.
means I
It means
come
you're
in
there
there
all
a
the
lot.
time.
That just tells you how often I'm in there. I receive my free shake and my free mega lit tea,
Yes,
which
we do have a loyalty and rewards program. We thank you for being a loyal customer.
Yeah.
So one way of doing that is to make sure you keep coming back. So we give you free product. You know,
Yes.
we do free products. We have a weekly promotion.
Yes.
We'll send an email that says, hey, come in, thank you for your business, get $1 off, or come and get a free protein bite or a snack bar. Last week was fiber. So who knows? We know whatever Orlando decides to come up with.
Right.
And then it pops up in the email.
Yeah, and so that's really cool. It's good to give back.
Yes,
and I really appreciate the fact that I'm welcomed and that I'm a loyal customer and I'm appreciated as a loyal customer. So it was really refreshing, to walk out of there and not having to pay any money for
Yeah,
it. It was
nice
refreshing.
though.
Yes,
it is nice,
Yeah.
and we love the fact that our customers look forward to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means,
that's huge.
And yes, because it's twofold. It shows that they are loyal to us.
Exactly.
And then it shows that the products are good.
Yep.
And we appreciate everybody that comes in. And so we give you back something.
Exactly.
Because if it wasn't any good, you wouldn't be there long enough to earn the free product.
Exactly. And then that's key. And because you actually appreciate your customers, this is a way that you and your wife give back to the customers, and let you know that you're valued here. And I love to spend my money where I'm valued. The older I get, the more I understand.
I completely agree.
If I'm not valued, I go somewhere where I am.
Next,
Either I create my own value.
Yes, there's somebody doing the same thing
you
somewhere else.
You can believe that. There's a lot of people doing it. What is it, Jamie?
Scott Tuck wants some polos.
Scott.
Thank you.
I got you, Scott. Come see me tomorrow.
Do you know
We'll
him?
talk about it. Yes, he's a good friend of mine.
Okay, thank you, Jamie.
Yes.
The thing about it is that we have a lot of comments coming in, and I can't keep up with them. So Jamie will let me know what some people say every now and then, because I just can't keep up with them. But we will be giving away a free.
We'll do a free. Yeah, we'll do a free a shake, mega the tea combo.
Okay, we can do a shake, mega
they'll do
tea
the big
combo.
one. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and so
Sorry,
what
Miranda.
listen, she'll be fine. What I like is that the mega lit tea combos.
Yes.
That's a nice size cup.
Yeah, so ours is a 32-ounce cup.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have gone to places and the cups are small.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it. And they the cups have a lot of ice and they're small.
Yeah,
I enjoy coming to Lit Nutrition. I'm just gonna be honest. That's where I like to go. I get my money. What I pay for,
sure.
I receive what I pay for. Meaning that I have a tea, and it pretty much lasts me all day.
It does, and it's nice that for all the energy drink, instead of drinking the Red Bull and the Monster and all those other guys.
And it really works for me. I mean, I have energy anyway to be such a young lady. I just had to throw that in.
Yeah, right.
Jamie, stop laughing at me. I'm still young, dear. Young at heart, anyway. But that mega lit tea, it really refuels me, and I'm ready, and I'm refreshed.
You're looking at something with 0 sugar, and 20 calories, and extremely full of deliciousness.
Yes.
For me,
and there's so many different flavors.
Yeah, there is.
My gosh.
When we first started the business, we said we're not going to have 50 shake flavors and 35 mega, because that's just way too much. Yeah, we're probably way over that for both of them, and it's our own fault. It's like, well, let's try this. I want to taste that.
Yes.
And so when we taste it, then we ask the next person, hey, here's a new product. Do you want to taste this? And next thing you know, we're at over 70 mega lit tea and endless combinations. So
I'm such a creature of habit. So I order the same thing almost all the time, but occasionally I'll step out of my comfort zone and try something different. But I am such a creature of habit. So for those that just signing on, we're going to give away a free combo of a shake as well as a mega lit tea, and I promise you will enjoy them both, because this is a place that I go often to get my products, because it's not far from home. And then if you're in Leland, and by chance if you do win and you're not in Leland and you want to gift it to someone, you can do that as well. But we do ask.
This is where she comes. This is why we ended up with this combo, because she's in there. So if you're not by there, feel free to give her a call. So
if you win and you're not from Leland and you're not going to come through Leland, I'll be happy to take care of that for you. But we do want you to respond on our Podcast South page whenever we give away the number, when we start the number game, because we have people to share the video,
Yes.
and then they have the number, but we're only watching the Podcast South number.
Right.
And so we have several different winners, and we're like, okay, we just can watch one cat.
Yes.
So if you go to Podcast South, our page, and we'll put your numbers there. And I get a lot of hellos from Pamela Saps Hill and from Shakima Morgan. Thank you guys for signing on. We appreciate all of you sharing this video on tonight. And we asked, and Shakima also has her own business. So there's a lot of business owners out there that if you need anything, you swing by Lit Nutrition, and just tell Manny that I sent you. You saw him on Respus Live, and just please go by and actually just check it out.
Yeah, just let us. Yeah, let us know that this is where you've seen us. We won't hold it against you that you're referred by Sharon. So we will still take care of you like like anybody else would.
I don't know why I keep going back and get beat like this. But listen, the numbers are from 1 to 50, so you can go ahead and start putting your numbers in from 1 to 50.
You are a Dallas fan.
I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. You know that, Jimmy. Numbers are from 1 to 50, so put your numbers down. I have nothing to do with the numbers. This is all on Jamie.
Yeah, me either.
And Manny has nothing to do with this. Okay. And so Jamie has just given us the number. So start putting your numbers down. And again, this comes with a combo, a free shake and a free Megalit tea from Lit Nutrition's in the big city, Lit Nutrition, the big city of Leland, North Carolina.
That's right.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming. And
real quick, you mentioned
take your time.
about the entrepreneurs, and being in this business. I never really realized how many of my own friends were business owners.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And it is a tremendous amount. And it's exciting to see that,
it is refreshing to see it. Yes.
The one thing that I would ask is that any one of your friends that have a small business, do them a favor by shopping from them. You're not really, honestly, you're not doing them a favor by asking for discounts, because typically us small guys,
we need
it's not, our discounts are in the volume.
Right.
When I say that, I mean we have to buy much more product than some of the big guys. Nike can, they control the market obviously when it comes to like shirts and stuff. So support local businesses, support small businesses. Truly, when you see all the sayings, it is, you're not putting a CEO, his kid into private school. You're actually helping the small guy, feed his family and stuff. So I try to help small business. That's why for us, I really love working with small businesses and nonprofits. It just really, it warms our heart a little bit more than the big guy. But believe me, we ain't gonna turn the big guy away. So
I think I see a number, Jamie. Yeah, we have a winner. Huh? It's my sister. She's an avid. Listen. She plays every week. We do have my sister Aretha Respus. She won. It was 12. So Aretha is the winner. She signs on every Monday and she plays listen, she plays every week.
Does she have it like on auto submit? So 1, 2, 3. She starts at 1 or works her way down.
I looked one time. She had 50. She had 6. She keeps going, and that's I'm almost thinking that she must play bingo or something because she keeps going and going and going. But thank you all for signing on. And look, one person said, "Are the numbers even or odd?"
They're used to me.
Yes, they are. They are even and odd.
They're so cute. But thank you all for just joining us. And so, Aretha, you can actually stop by Lit Nutrition and just let them know that you're the winner from the Respus Live show.
Yes,
and
please.
I love how you said you pour into small businesses. And so, when I ask for sponsors here on Respus Live, it is poured into, and I call this a ministry, Manny. And the reason why I do it is because it is my prayer that we touch and reach at least one person a week to believe in their dreams and believe in themselves, and that there's nothing impossible. And so this is the whole reason for Respus Live. And so this year I want to actually concentrate on mind, body, spirit, and soul. And I want people to believe that they can do the impossible, that it can start off small.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that if you'd asked me 10 years ago, would we be in the position we were in? I wouldn't say we would own 2 different businesses, and we just recently purchased a photo booth. Yeah. So, so that business is going to be up and running as well. So, for us to say potentially we have 3 or 4 different businesses at the same time. Yeah. It's just, I wouldn't believe it, but things work out.
They do.
And I will tell you, you need to get it as long as you can get it. You know,
Yes.
you're not getting any younger.
Right.
And so I don't plan on stop working until I physically
Can't work. Exactly. Yeah.
So, you know, this whole notion, you know, you work for 40 years or 20 years and you retire, that's old school. You know, we're living much longer than that
We
nowadays.
are.
So we really need to
Yeah.
enjoy as much as we can.
And so it is good. It is refreshing to know that you have more than one business and you're ready to start your third or fourth business. So it just lets our viewers know that even though you've conquered your first vision, keep moving forward. Keep,
Yeah, you know,
keep pushing, keep pressing.
And by no means are we millionaires or
Not
you know
yet,
yeah, we're working on it. You know, hey, hopefully I get them 6 numbers here coming up on Wednesday or something. It's 110 now, so but then that's just going to give us more money to open more businesses.
Absolutely, like your money make money for you.
That's right. So you know, it and it could be something start off super small. You know, if you want to have a shirt company with your certain label on it, we can help you with that.
Exactly.
And you know what, you're just going to go on the corner and sell one shirt with one logo with one design. And then eventually you're going to have 2 designs and then 3 designs. The next thing you know,
you have several designs.
Exactly.
So it is good to know. So again, if you have dreams and visions, keep moving forward, keep pressing your way, and you just don't have to stop with the first one. You can keep moving and keep moving and keep doing. And people tell me all the time, so I'm like, girl, you just do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. I was like, yeah.
Well, yeah,
I gotta go get
absolutely. Like I say, if I can physically do it,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to stop at just one thing.
There's no reason not when you can do several and do
Correct.
them well.
Correct. Yes.
So again, you
Yes.
want to market your business, you want to brand your business, and remember, you represent yourself. So you want to make sure it's done well, and you want to make sure that you have everything in place. As I say, the ducks need to be in a row. And it's funny because when we started Respus Live, I know Jimmy was sick of me because I was like, I'm not ready yet. He was like, why are you not ready? I was like, we need to get this, we need to get this, we need to get this. And then he was like, oh, so I think he was like, oh, you one of those kind.
Right.
I like my ducks in a row. And so, and when the ducks start moving, they're in a row.
Right.
And they
So
look well.
and you don't get lost, and everybody's accounted for.
Yes.
Everything's accounted for.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Jamie
Kind of like you got too much stuff going on up here in the front. Hey,
listen,
back up and stuff.
Jamie will jump off a building, so you have to watch people
Right,
like
right.
Jamie.
I'll figure out how to land on the fly.
So I'm not even gonna worry about landing until
Right.
I'm in the middle of the air.
Well, yeah,
no,
that's-
I want to know how I'm
That's
gonna
the
land.
last thing you got to worry about.
No.
Is the stop.
Before I jump, I want to know how I'm gonna land, where I'm
Right.
gonna land, what part of it I'm gonna land.
You
Jamie
have-
be like, just jump,
Yeah,
just jump.
sometimes we ain't got time. Yeah, exactly. We don't have time for all that stuff. Just go. Figure it
I
out.
like my ducks in a row. So again, we're talking about making sure that you create your own image, that you want to make sure you be your own brand and market yourself. Then this is how you appear to the world. And so Manny is able to help with MGS promos. They're able to help you get your business started if you need labels, t-shirts. He has all kinds of things. Look on the table. Jamie, can you zoom in on that again? And I was like, don't put anything else on this table because it's too much stuff. And so we kind of stopped right there, but it is beautiful.
Thank you.
It is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. So if you're
Thank you.
interested in anything that you see or any t-shirts, just give Manny a shout out. And again, give us your address in Leland.
Yeah, so it's at 511 Old Waterford Way, Suite 103. You just go in there. It's Lit Nutrition. So we run both businesses out of there, which is really nice. So, you know, until we moved them into the shop there, we would come home and it would, you know, we'd be in the garage and it's 11:30 at night and we still got more shirts to go and stuff like that. So it's nice to know that if we ever get some downtime while we're in the nutrition club, that we have the ability to do that. Or if, you know, we have both of us there most of the day.
That's
so
true.
So it gives us, at least one of us, time to work on both businesses.
And that is awesome. It's like a 2-in-1.
It's really nice. Yeah, it's really, really nice.
It is sweet. And so we're proud of you.
Thank you.
You and your wife.
Thank
and
you.
definitely appreciate what you're doing in the big city of Leland and all the work you do in the community. And thank you so much for coming to Respus Live.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
And then we're really anxious about what's going on in your businesses and how they will continue to grow. And again, to Aretha, you can just swing by Lit Nutrition and let Manny know that you actually won from Respus Live. And again, thank you all for joining us. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors again. We want to thank Pastor Jermaine Armour. He actually sponsored Respus Live independently. So thank you so much, Pastor Armour. He says he wanted to plant into the ministry because he challenged me to do more. A few months back last year, he was like, you have so much more in you. I want you to do more. And so when I started Respus Live, he was like, this is what I'm talking about, what you're doing more. So he actually planted into the ministry. So thank you so much, Pastor Jermaine Armour. And then Latoria Newton, thank you so much for your giving. And again, you can also give in 3 ways. www.respus.com. I actually Cash App $Respus Live, and then you can also give on PayPal. So please, we ask that you sponsor us if you'd like, and any contribution is welcome. I want to give a shout out to Beauty by Drea, who does my makeup every Monday. I have a standing appointment with her, and I swing by and she just makes me look fabulous. And tonight she said, we're going to try some different eyelashes on you, and we're going to make your eyes pop. And so I was like, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm an old lady. She's a young lady. I said, you just hook me up. So I thank you, Drea, so much for all you do and making sure that I'm branding myself well. And so I want to make sure that I come correct and make sure everything is well. And I want to thank A&A Promotions. A&A Promotion actually created the Respus Live theme music for me. So thank you, Antron, and your company for I wanted to make sure I had theme music.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure I had my makeup done.
Every great
I wanted to make sure Jamie had my logo done. And so when we rolled out, I wanted to be straight. Jamie, was we straight when we rolled out?
We learned as we went.
We were straight when we rolled out. Yes. So thank you all so much for sponsoring Respus Live. And again, if you would like to sponsor Respus Live, there are the 3 ways you can sponsor, or you can even hit me and Jamie up. We'll be happy to steer you in the right directions. And again, in 2020, I want you to live your best life. I don't want you to live a mediocre life. I want you to live your best life. Now is the time for you to step out in faith, to create your own image, start your own business, write your own book, whatever your dreams are. Now is the time to make them happen. Don't wait any longer. We have resources that can help you, but you have to see it before you see it, and then you have to believe that you can achieve it. So again, thank you so much for joining Respus Live. Thank you, Manny, for coming.
My pleasure. Once again, thanks for having me.
We're good. And thank you, MGS Promos, for coming on tonight. And again, thank you for signing on. Thank you for starting your watch parties, and thank you for believing in Respus Live. And until we meet again, we ask that you have a good night and happy Monday evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Manny.
My pleasure.
It's a great job, young man.